All right. So the whole the to set that up, he has this whole prelude. I'm not going to read it. There's enough people on the internet reading this, so you can go. I'll link it up if I can, if it's still there. But he has a little thing here. What is your goal? Your goal here is to make the best YouTube videos possible. Period. Like that's a pretty big charge.
Yeah. I like the fact that,
and he means it.
I like the next sentence, if I remember it, not the funniest.
Yeah, right? Not the funniest, not the flashiest, not the best looking, but like the best. Yeah. So whatever that is, there's a lot implied in that sentence, I think, if you're paying attention. All right. I don't care how traditional media does things, he's got a lot of bluntness in this.
There's nothing wrong with that, because guess what? That's exactly what's been going on.
Yeah. I mean,
like the past 15, 20
he's
years.
He's not like everyone else, and I think he's setting the tone. If I were working somewhere, I think I would like the person in charge to really identify our mission. And I feel like through the first couple of pages of this thing, he really identified the mission. Like it's pretty damn clear why you're here. The amount of hours you work is irrelevant. Before you get mad, recall the story. He talks about a story about this guy. These people were trying to solve this problem in like a week, and they couldn't. And one dude stepped in and did it in like 5 minutes.
Right. That's the know where to put the X.
Yeah. Right.
Story.
Yeah. What is that? Yeah.
That's why I get paid $10,000.
Yeah.
And
it took me 30 minutes to put the thing in the right spot, but 30 years to know where to put it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. I think the big thing that sticks with people is this part, and this is the part you sent me back. I only want A players. He says it's probably not wise to categorize everyone in 3 buckets, but you're either an A player, B player, or a C player. There's only room in this company for A players. A players are obsessive, learn from mistakes, coachable, intelligent, don't make excuses, believe in YouTube, see the value in this company, are the best in the goddamn world at their job. And then B players are essentially people we're training to be A players. And then C players are just average employees. They don't suck, but they aren't exceptional at what they do. They just exist, do whatever, and get a paycheck. They aren't obsessive, I assume, about learning. C players are poisonous and should be transitioned to a different company immediately. And then in parentheses, he has, it's okay. We give everyone severance. They'll be fine. What do you think of that after you first? Because I think you sent that back to me immediately.
That's the thing that resonated with me. That so I guess my question would be, first of all, like, who takes it? Is there anybody taking I don't know, having issues with that particular statement? Because you know who they are. They're the C players.
Yeah,
that's who has problems. It's in our society we celebrate mediocre.
Yeah.
Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Yeah, and
that's one of the things I teach my sons is that, I'm like, I coach them all the time. I'm saying, like, look, just pay attention to the details, do the best you can, and you're probably ahead of like 90% of people.
With my running journey that I've had, I saw a video yesterday or a reel or something like that. And God, now I sound old. Anyway, I was on the IG looking at reels, and one came up that I've seen before that I finally saved. And it starts out with saying, do you think you suck at running? And then it says the average, or what is it? Only 7% of people in the world actually run.
Yeah.
So you're in the top 7%.
Right. Makes sense.
And then it's like, there's some other statistics, and then it's like, the average median time for a male runner is 30 minutes for a 5K. And,
that's the
not
average.
The fastest in the world. And I don't, run with the 18-year-old boys.
Your 5K time's faster than 30 minutes, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And then, it's like the 10K, average time is like, and only like 6% of people have ever run a 10K.
Right.
And then,
Right.
like 0.018 people will run a marathon this year. And that's actually what I'm training for at the end of the year now.
Sick.
So, I look at that and I go, that's not mediocre. I thought that
mediocre at all.
that I was pretty mediocre in my running because I'm 50. I used to run in the Army, broke my back, not always feeling it. Got back into it, enjoying it. I'm running a 10K in New York this weekend, and so I'm really enjoying this journey again. But I thought I was pretty mediocre. And then I see something like that. I'm like, holy shit. So, I go back to like, we celebrate mediocre. I think it's a little more than the everybody gets a participation trophy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the, I don't know. It's everything that you see online. It's everything that you see on social media. Yeah, I would even say that like the social influencers now that, they all do the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's, and then you see the, somebody going, oh, I'm doing this trend. And like actually stating, like
it's the same
overtly, shit. I'm doing this trend.
Right.
And, and to me, that's just mediocre.
Yeah.
He, from what I understand, again, not somebody who follows his work closely, but what I've read about, what I listened to, the things that I do understand about him is he doesn't celebrate mediocrity. He doesn't want to do exactly what everybody else is doing. And so the people that have problems with a statement like that are the people that,
My bad. I was going to pull up a comment. I agree with you, man. 100%.
Yeah. And so that, the statement of A and B players, like, well, the truth is I also like the fact that he says that B players are people that were training to be A players. Like that is the fact that he has thought that through. And I'm just going to keep saying he in this instance and not their company or anything, because it's his manifesto. Then, like he's thinking of how, not everybody starts there. Not everybody is, top of their game, but you want them to eventually be there, and we need to figure out a way to get them there. And then the people who don't want to get there, those are the, it's the, you can't fix stupid. Like those are the people that never want to get there. They're comfortable where they are.